WeWork's phenomenal ascent under its charismatic founder Adam Neumann was a symbol of a highly promising startup with a soaring valuation. So when the company filed for bankruptcy in November 2023 and caused major investor Softbank to lose $6.3 billion USD, it came as a shock for many, but was it really that surprising? Welcome to Do Academy. Today we'll explore the telltale cracks in the WeWork story and how it expanded too fast, too soon, and became one of the most stunning startup failures of all time. WeWork emerged in 2010, co-founded by Israeli businessman Adam Neumann and American Miguel McKelvey. They tapped into the surplus of empty offices following the 2008 credit crisis and the number of freelancers and startups needing a working space. The idea was simple. You could rent a desk for as long or as little as you need in a sleek co-working space and network with other renters. It even had free beer on tap. By 2014, WeWork expanded to 51 locations globally, planning to reach every continent except for Antarctica by 2017. Valued at $10 billion USD in 2016, it was known as a unicorn, which meant a rare once-in-a-lifetime investment. Riding the hype, WeWork secured over $1.7 billion USD in private capital by the end of 2016. As the face of WeWork, Neumann painted a compelling future and secured round after round of funding, reaching a market valuation of up to $47 billion USD. Investment banks like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Softbank, and others eagerly invested. Past investors and employees have shared how Neumann had convinced them within minutes to believe in the company's epic future. Joey Lau, the founder of Star Farm Ventures, said that after meeting Neumann briefly, he already wanted to invest. Lau went on to put money in the company in 2013, followed by multiple funding rounds. Neumann's hunger for success had impressed him. The most important investor who fell under Neumann's spell was none other than the CEO of Softbank, Masayoshi Son. Neumann had boasted many times that Son liked how crazy he was, but thought that he needed to be crazier. In 2017, Softbank first committed to a $3.1 billion USD funding. In less than 10 years, Neumann, with the help of his wife, grew WeWork from a single Manhattan location to a worldwide brand with co-working spaces in 111 cities across 29 countries. They claim to be building the world's first physical social network and plan to expand to include gyms, apartments, and schools. In 2017, Neumann declared that their mission was to change the world, and the very next year, Time recognized WeWork as one of the year's genius companies for redefining the office space. In 2019, WeWork's valuation peaked at $47 billion USD and was preparing for an IPO. The proper scrutiny paid to their financials acted like a strong gust of wind, unveiling the cover that WeWork had tightly held for years. It came to light that WeWork's actual value was $10 billion USD and suffered a $2 billion USD loss in 2018. Within 6 weeks, the company went from a soaring success to near bankruptcy. How did this happen? You see, despite presenting themselves as a disruptive tech company, WeWork functioned more like a traditional real estate firm. This identity crisis extended beyond perception to its flawed business strategy. Allowing flexible desk rentals proved to be financially unsustainable. WeWork still had to cover the full rental costs, resulting in significant financial losses and a crumbling business plan. And when WeWork's data was compared with IWG, its co-working competition, more discrepancies appeared. Despite losing significantly to IWG in both membership and revenue and being in a constant state of losses, WeWork's total valuation was 12 times that of IWG's market capitalization. Unable to achieve profitability, WeWork relied on continuous injections from investors for its extravagant expansion, which led to an inflated valuation and a giant bubble waiting to be burst. In a 2019 Vanity Fair article, a former WeWork executive described Neumann as possibly the best salesman of all time, but that he also went through money like water. His extravagant spending, lavish lifestyle, and questionable business choices ultimately led to his downfall. A report by the Wall Street Journal also pointed to Neumann's questionable marijuana habits, shattering the once carefully crafted image of WeWork. As revelations unfolded, Neumann's erratic management decisions and the company's inappropriate culture were revealed, and WeWork faced widespread criticism. Legal challenges followed with lawsuits in 2019, which highlighted issues of race and gender discrimination, as well as sexual harassment. Following pressure from WeWork's main investor Softbank that no longer trusted his leadership, Neumann resigned as CEO in September 2019. With Neumann's resignation, WeWork continued to crumble, leading to a rapid decline in market value. Despite losing control of the company, Neumann departed with a substantial golden parachute reimbursement package valued at nearly $2 billion USD. On top of that, during his time in the company, Neumann was selling his own stock and leasing out his own buildings to WeWork, making him both landlord and tenant. It seems like the only person who profited from WeWork was Neumann himself. Softbank, on the other hand, tried to rein in the damage, and CEO's son was left to clean up the mess. Pre-pandemic, WeWork was already struggling with numerous office closures and job losses. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, with remote working becoming the norm, dealt a fatal blow to WeWork. By May 2021, it was reported a 70% decline in membership plus an additional $2 billion USD loss. In 2023, WeWork officially filed for bankruptcy, leaving Softbank as the biggest loser in this unfortunate tale. WeWork now serves as a cautionary tale, underscoring the risk of unchecked ambition and the crucial role of sound corporate governance in sustaining business success. It outlines the internal challenges, including Neumann's controversial leadership and financial practices, leading to a failed IPO and substantial valuation corrections. It's a reminder that a company's success cannot hinge solely on charismatic leaders painting fantastical pictures. Sustainable development, the character and actions of the management, financial management, and economic conditions are key to a company's continued growth. Neumann is still at it in the real estate game. In 2022, he created Flow, a vibrant community-focused living spaces for instant move-ins. Its model centralizes the management of landlords' properties to reduce operational costs and increase tenant satisfaction. Flow plans to introduce Web3 technology to provide more personalized services. Tenants will be able to use blockchain to record lease information and connect with other tenants, building a community network. Innovation, technology, community. Does this sound familiar? A unicorn changing its horn seems just as impossible as a leopard changing its spots. Do you think this is another WeWork in the making, or will Adam Neumann finally achieve his dream of changing the world? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like, share, and follow Do Academy for more actionable investment insights.